Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. Will this rally continue? Well, you know who thinks it will? Sweetie Pie is pushing this rally higher. Yep, she's liking these prices. Oh, yeah. Push, 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 push. Okay, let's get on to the deals here. Okay, let's get going. We've got gold up another $36 to 3,782, and silver up 25 cents to 44.25 in the spot market. In the futures market, 44.59, so decent spread between spot and futures. And now that we're over 44, I think we could run up to 50. But I think we'll have a reversal before that happens. We'll see. GSR 85.26, so gold and silver kind of moving in lockstep here, but 85 GSR tells me that it wants to move lower. I would expect 80 as the first stop on the GSR, as silver should outperform gold at this juncture. 10-year yield is right about flat at 4.139. Dollar is up 6 ticks to 97.363. Copper prices down, let's see, about 2 pennies to 4.65, but I think copper will make a move. Platinum has made its move, as I've been saying since 1300s. 1478 this morning in the futures market. There's no way gold moves and leaves platinum behind. All right, and base metals are right about flat, down 11 cents yesterday to 20.09 in the zinc and lead market. The gold miners up again and again and again. This morning up 61 cents to 74.94. So I guess you just buy it and ride it higher. Silver miners up 1.35% to 69.80. They keep going up. In the economic calendar, today is Tuesday, and we have all the Fed heads out to speak. And well, you know the rhetoric. You can't really watch it or even make sense out of it. We've got Jerome Powell at 12:35 Eastern, and I think people will be watching that speech. Tomorrow we have, and I would expect he would continue to say that he's kind of trapped in the closet here between inflation, rising inflation, and a weakening job market. What is a Fed head to do? Retire. Okay, Wednesday, new home sales, another Fed head. Thursday, initial jobless claims. And I think Friday is PCE inflation reporting. So this market could keep moving up until Thursday, and then we'll see what initial jobless claims say. I would expect more weakness in the job market, but that has been going both directions lately. First terrible, and then not quite as bad. So we'll have to see what the next round of jobless claims gives us. And then inflation, I would once again expect that to come in hot on Friday. So you should see that 10-year be moving around here on the long bond, but getting nowhere close to what the White House wants to happen with long-term rates. All right, in the pre-markets, we are in the greed category on the Fair Greed Index, 63, Dow futures up 45, S&P futures down 2, NASDAQ futures down 5, and our canary in the coal mine, which is Bitcoin. Why do I say that? Because I think the whales are smart money, and they probably know what's happening next, whereas you and I don't. There's Bitcoin resuming its bullish trend here, up 327 to 113,048 as the market continues to rally on, and Bitcoin seems to be correlated with the stock market. Before we get on to the best deals I can find anywhere on the internet, here at bestsilvergolddeals.com. Welcome all new members, subscribers, and people just passing by. I appreciate a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here, because I'm sponsored by No Bullion Dealers, and share it on social media if you want to tell your friends about better prices than they have been getting. Before that, the question of the day coming from a channel member, and that is, do you stack pre-33 gold? Okay, you know it's been cheap, You probably also know that it's somewhat out of favor right now. More modern pure gold, 999 gold, is more in favor than historic pre 33. Now, I love it and I have it. I have a good collection of pre 33 and I likely will never sell it. It does get hard to sell. Now, if you've got a gold eagle, a modern gold eagle, and remember, Liberty heads are not gold eagles, they are gold liberties. And don't get confused between a $20 double eagle and a $50 eagle, okay? The double eagle is actually a double Liberty head or perhaps a St. Gaudens. Very, very confusing. I know, but where was I on that? So the pre 33 is beautiful and is out of favor. The question is, and is cheap. In reasonable grades and in horrible grades, it's very, very cheap. And personally, I don't want that crap in my stack. But extra fine or better is still cheap compared to modern gold eagles. Now, will the market ever come back for pre 33 gold? And you better believe they're melting it, okay, at these prices. If people are not paying up for it, which they're not, you can expect the coin shops to be selling it to the refiner. So, I guess the question is, do you believe in pre 33 historic history for the future? Jury's out on that. Let's get on to the deals. And moving on today, well, a lot of FOMO in the market from what I can see, and a lot of listings selling out. Brilliant uncirculated deals being replaced with circulated deals. So gold just keeps marching higher. Seems like it wants to go to 4,000. Will it do it today? Or tomorrow? Gosh, I don't know. I think we'll have a pullback at some point. If you're buying itty bitty gold, a 1/100th gold bar is $47.97 at SD Bullion. If you're buying 1 gram gold in assay, $142 at bullion.com. New customer deal right around spot at the same place. A 1/10th gold eagle is a good price, $3.99 at BGASC. And a 1/10th maple is, I think, more expensive at $4.13 at Monument Metals, so get the eagle over the maple. We have got a ducat, a .1106 ducat, $4.33 at Monument Metals, and that is not going to be BU, that is going to be circulated, okay? You can't expect this older gold to be BU, but sometimes it is. Let's see, 5 gram gold in assay is $6.40 at Monument Metals. 1/4 ounce gold eagle at Safe Haven Metals is $1,001. There you go, $4,000 melt on that bad boy, and your buy-sell spread will be enormous if you're stacking those. Not exactly sure why people do. Let's see, a $5 commemorative is a good alternative, but much more pricey today, $9.29 at APMEX, 0.241 ounces of gold. The 10 gram gold, decent price at $1,252 at Summit Metals. Why? Because Americans hate the metric system. Half-ounce gold eagle is over at Monument Metals, 1964. Half-ounce maple is 1984 at Safe Haven Metals. Half-ounce Britannia is 1983 at Monument Metals. Half-ounce Krugerrand, good price, 1939 at Safe Haven Metals. So before you pick up the 1/4 ounce gold eagle, the half-ounce gold eagle, you really want to consider foreign gold. Lots of reasons to own American gold, not the least of which is some of the tax consequences. But most of those tax consequences affect really, really wealthy individuals. So if you're buying 100 gold eagles versus 100 Krugerrands, okay, you want to pay attention to those tax consequences when you sell. But if you're a small stacker like most of us, this foreign gold, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Your buy-sell spread will be very, very small on that. And always think about how you're going to sell before you buy. A 1 ounce gold eagle is $37.98 at BGASC. That is a limit of 2. A buffalo is going to be whoopie-doopie $39.25 at Safe Haven Metals. Another loser when it comes to your buy-sell spread, unless you have other reasons that you're buying that. The 1.85 big proof gold set is $7,118. Look at that. Buyback price $38.91 from Bullion Exchanges. Just so you know, they will not provide you an insured shipping label if you're selling to them. Boo. 1 ounce gold maple is $38.63 at Safe Haven Metals. And let's keep going here. Now on to the pre-33. Okay, here's an AU St. Gaudens, which I think is just a gorgeous coin, and I think you ought to get one, okay? I don't even care, exactly what the premium is on this. 37.30. I'd really like you to have one of these in your stack and just enjoy it for the rest of your lives. Pass it on to your kids. If you want to get that in a higher grade, you can pick that up at 37.73 in an MS64. If you want to stop the melt on stuff like this. Constitutional, beat up Constitutional, slicks, whatever. I'm not on that train to stop that melt. But pre-33 gold, boy, I really think they ought to hold on to the higher grades. But I think they're melting that as well. Now, the good quality Constitutional, and the Mercs and the Benjamin, the Franklins and so forth. But Washington Quarters and Rosies and whatnot, I don't know, melted, I don't care. Okay, man, now going on the pre-33 train, here's an extra fine Eagle, single Eagle, $10 Liberty Gold Eagle, not to be confused with a modern Gold Eagle. So $18.71 for that. Best price on $10 Liberties. Yeah, that's what they say. $18.71 to get the melt on that. $18.71. That's cash price, of course. Let me do times 2 to make it equal to a double Eagle, and then divide by 0.9675 to give you the gold content. And your melt on this fractional gold is 38.67. Your melt on the St. Gaudens is 37.30 divided by 0.9675. Your melt on the full double Eagle is 38.55. Very, very equivalent there. So, and you can do a $5 Eagle, you can do a $2.50 Eagle. If you want to pay up an extra $25-50, you can get an Indian. Those are very pretty. Gold Indian. I don't know what'll pop up here. There you go. I wouldn't get the jewelry grade. That's just like, melt that. Please melt that. But here is a more jewelry grade. Here is one that is extra fine. So that's a reasonable $19.25. You are paying up for that. Now there's going to be a floor on Indians. So people do collect these. You may want to get these in better grade. So you'll have a numismatic floor on these Indian Eagles. And if you get into the 2.5 Eagles, let's see if I can get one of those. Just spending a minute on pre-33 gold this morning, if you don't mind, since, well, I don't know if you're buying or not, but holy moly, well, look at those prices. Let's see, here's an MS61, 62, 63. Oh, let's go to a 64. What do you say? So there is an MS64 gold Indian. Look at the price on that, $8.50, and barely any gold in that at all. What is it, a 0.11? 0.12 ounces of gold, and here you can see the melt on this, 850 divided by 0.12, just doing really round numbers here. Look at the melt on that, $7,000, okay? So if you got pretty fractional Indians, pre-33 Indians at the coin shop, and they're not a $7,000 melt, go ahead and pick those up. It's a very collectible pre-33 gold. All right, I got to get back on track here 1 second. Where in the heck am I? I'm right there. So there's your pre-33. Krugerrand all sold out at Bullion Exchanges. Now the next best price is $37.96. I'm seeing this happen everywhere. The cheap, good deals are being replaced with more expensive and not as nice coins. That's circulated Krugerrand right there. So that's the way of the world. The FOMO is hitting this market. Local coin shops are saying it as well. Watch out. When the retail investor comes back in this market, watch out. But I have to juxtapose that with my feeling that we've made an enormous move. We're very far from the moving averages. We haven't had a pullback in a long time, and we always get pullback. So you're going to have to decide, you're just going to have to decide if you need to grit your teeth and buy, or you're going to wait for the pullback. I can't tell you what to do there. Gold below spot is going to be scruffy Coronas. No, what happened to the good Coronas? Now you notice yesterday good Coronas were cheaper and they were BU. Today they're scruffy Coronas over at the gold at spot page. What do we got? We got a 50 peso, scruffy peso, and we got a scruffy double eagle. Okay, that's what's happening here. People are buying up the good stuff at the cheaper prices, and the dealers are replacing it with the cheapest stuff they can find, which is the items that ought to be melted, but they're selling it to you instead. So be careful out there. Be sure you get what you want to get. Okay, Platinum Eagle, prices on these just coming up, 1605 on a discontinued Platinum Eagle. Vermilion, I think, only had one in stock yesterday. You guys cleaned him out of those Platinum Eagles at that good price. The 25 gram pack, I see a lot of you buying this, and unfortunately now it's $14.50 here at Golden Eagle, and cheaper on eBay. We'll get to eBay in a minute, and we'll find a lot of cheaper stuff, because some people are selling here. If you've been stacking for 10, 20 years, you may be doing some selling here. Let's do a, skip the gold backs, hell with that. Let's go to the Silver Eagle, 47.40 in the morning, boy. Come on, sweetie pie, pump, pump, pump. They're not making that many Silver Eagles this year. Watch the FOMO come back. It will start in the Silver Eagle market. These premiums, God, I hate to be dramatic here, but I think the Silver Eagle premiums will explode. They've been too low for too long, and then I think junk will follow. There you go. And I've got my caution light on here, guys. I think $45 silver is a great price. It's a fair price. It may never go higher than $45. But I do expect it to push up to 50, and I do ultimately expect it to push up to 80. Based on that GSR move back down to 65 possibly. And gold looks like it just wants to march on to 4,000, but that doesn't mean we won't get a pullback. So I hate to be equivocating here, but they're good prices to buy if you're thinking long term, and they're good prices to sell if you've made a lot of money. You decide. Depends how big your stack is. Nothing new in the stories of the day. You're going to see a lot of FOMO articles, FOMO videos, and this is when they pump hard. All right, when prices are going up, people want to buy. When prices are going down, people don't want to buy. So you'll see when prices are falling, you'll see the pessimistic videos come out as clickbait. When prices are rising, you'll see the optimistic videos come out as clickbait. You decide based on everything you know. Here is a silver maple. It is $46.50 at bullion exchanges, the number 2 coin in the world compared to the Silver Eagle. We've got kangaroos. Sorry, I was mean to the kangaroos the other day, but I just think it's a shitty coin. $46.35 at bullion exchanges. But if it's the cheapest of the bunch, you can buy them. Britannia's $47.04, some kind of tariff story going on there. Krugerrands are 47 even over at Monument Metals. We'll get a better deal on eBay. And Little Lonely Philharmonics cannot be reached this morning. I think that might be Safe Haven's website is down. A lot of traffic at the dealers. Libertads, oh, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. Now's the time to be selling your Libertads, not buying. Let's see. And, we know the Privy Eagles are doing well. The sunflower, gold sunflower buy price on that is up to 4,800. over at one of the dealers. A good investment there, that gold sunflower. Silver sunflower, you'll just have to check the aftermarket on that. There is no gold at Costco this morning, although that 25-gram gold pack was up yesterday. Thank you for notifying me about that. I'm having a hard time doing alerts at these higher prices, even though I think there may have been a buffalo up as well. I'm having a hard time relating to buying right here. So that doesn't mean you have to, but anyway, no gold up at Costco this morning. Yeah, you just got this silver Liberty bar, $4.79, and you save 4% on that with those two discounts I talk about every day. Junk is a surprising 31.4 times face. Look at that. I used to wish I could sell my Mercs at 27, and now Rosie's are selling for 31.4. Wow, what are the Mercs selling for? Here they are here. They're selling for 31.8. So buy the Mercs, guys, if you're going to pay that price. But we've been getting $1.50 to $2 under spot on eBay. We'll get there in a minute. Large lot is a little bit cheaper. The near spot deal at JM Bullion is still up. I think you can get 10 of these buffaloes, brand new buffaloes, at 44.67. So that's not bad. If you're going to buy today, go ahead and pick that up. The kilo was sold out. I got a 10-ounce new customer deal over at bullion.com. That's a good deal as well. I think you only get one of those. Is that 2-ounce? I think that 2-ounce maple is gone. Let's see, the kilo is a higher price today, $14.80 at Monument Metals. My God, I sold. Talk about mistakes selling. I sold Engelhard half kilos for much less than that, and they're now going for thousands of dollars. That's stupid. Where do I go from here? Hyundai, regretting some of my sales, I have to tell you. 45.14 at Bullion Exchanges for a random 100-ounce bar. Keep in mind, when you buy these 100-ounce bars, the buyback prices can be higher for Engelhards. The buyback prices can be higher for Royal Canadian Mint 100-ounce bars. And you know Scottsdale has a higher buyback price on there. I've told you that before as well. Okay, now we're on eBay. We're going to get a better price using credit cards, because here we get the money back from our credit card. So, you know, it's a credit card price, and there is no cash price. That's why we save 3% on anything I show you here with the PayPal credit card, American Express Everyday Cash. Check out through PayPal. Be right back. Okay, if you don't have your Silver Eagles, let's check out the small sellers, see if anybody is dumping their Eagles. And not yet, not that one, not that one. We got culls going for $46.50, low 45s out the door. More culls. BU. Okay, 943 on this is going to be, it's 45, 47. That's going to be under 46 out the door. If you're looking for the comparison, 46 out the door versus the best price at the big dealers is 46 versus 47.50. You're going to save $1.50 per eagle. Did I do that math right? Let's get into this, make sure it's there. It's Pinehurst. They're selling BU Eagles, probably type 1s. I'm okay with that. Look at that. They have all you want to get over your sales tax limit. Let me do the real math here, because you're going to save a lot of money on this. 943 divided by 20 times 0.97 with a good credit card. If you don't have one, get one. Then pay it off as soon as you use it. 45.73 versus 47.49. Nearly $2 savings on that guy right there. Okay, stop, look, listen, buy. All right, now this one I have no trouble telling you to buy. Even if spot drops $2, you're still going to be, not losing any money. And then I think the premiums on these are going to fly. I think you're going to see, as we get up to $48 silver, I think you're going to see potentially $58 Eagles. Okay, that's what happens. That's what's happened before. That's what will happen again, in my humble opinion, not financial advice. So dummy up, guys. Is that a negative thing to say? I shouldn't say that. That's mean. Okay, but if you don't have Eagles in your stack, come on. Here is BU 4687. That'll be 45 something out the door as the same deal. 4687 versus 47. God, even cheaper in the larger lot. Where was it? Let's get into this. Don't buy the calls, man. Buy these. Pinehurst is dumping. Wow. They must have got an allocation or something of backdate Eagles. Wow. Neat, man. Neat, man. You can buy these Eagles. You really can. Okay. Let me move. I don't even want to look at the Maples. You just got to buy the Eagles, guys. 25 Maples, 1149. And on the cheat sheet, that is still under my last column here, 4462 on the Maples. But I'd get the Eagles. I would just get those Eagles. I'm not going to do the rest. You know what to do. Small lot of junk. People have been dumping their junk because the LCS doesn't want it. You don't want damaged, worn, or slick, so you want reasonably dated. Here we go. No dates. No, you want dates. Kennedy half dollars, 31.5. They look like proofs. My God, they're proof Kennedy half dollars. That's a good seller, or a big seller anyway. I don't recall buying from him. Look at that, proof Kennedy. My gosh. Let's see how cheap we can get these. So let's say you offer him 30.5. I'm just going to take a stab here that maybe you get these at 30.5 divided by 0.715. The proofs have the same content as the circulating. $42. And then times 0.9. Wait a minute. Times 0.97. Got confused there for a second. 41.37. I'm about to swear. What is going on here? I got to do this again. No, not really. That's it. So you're going to be $3 under spot on proof Kennedy half dollars? Am I missing something? Wow. 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 Oh, I don't even want to do the rest. Jiminy Christmas. Wow. Cheapest kilo is $14.69 and 3% off. That's good. Cheapest vintage, that's vintage board bars. Oh man, I'm just getting distracted here. Oh, let's find something good. You got these Academy bars. They are 10-ounce bars, $4.69. He's got a lot of them. There's a lot of those out there. What do we got here? We got a rare, highly collectible Nevada Coin Mart. I don't know about that bar. I'm going to keep going. Let's see what else we got here. Here is a HPM Seattle bar. That's a cool bar. Nice stamp. There's a Jackson Precious Metal bar, $4.89. Engelhard, $4.79. Engelhard's coming up, guys. Hope you've been stacking them. Ooh, there is SH. That's a nice old bar. I don't recall who SH is. I don't recall. It's a nice bar. That's a nice bar. Anyway, there you go. All right, let's move on here. I just got to, well, I don't know. Maybe the silver rounds are as cheap as the junk. 45.30, you'd be about 44 out the door. Let's keep going to the best 100-ounce bar. And we're going to go to, let's see. There's a Canadian bar. What is the conversion on that? Import fees. Yes, thank you, Washington. Thank you for those tariffs. They're so nice. 43.42. Is that an RCM bar? No, that's a JBR bar. No, skip that. You don't want a JBR. Unless you're going to melt it. What is this? RCM bar. RCM bars, again, they can carry a higher buyback price. That looks like maybe one of the newer ones. Not that attractive actually, but $44.95. You be out the door about 130 bucks off that, about 43.65 against a spot price of 44.33. And again, watch the dealers will pay up. Some of the dealers will pay up a little more for the RCM bars or an Engelhard bar. Oh, look at this. Here's an Engelhard bar. Holy mackerel, that's an older one. Is this a good seller? Yeah, that M bar is throwing out, like the bean says, when the prices go up, the good stuff comes out. The 100-ounce Engelhard bar you can buy for under spot. Look, he'll take a best offer to boot. You just have to be agnostic about the spot price. I am not. I have reservations at this high a price, but if you're just starting out and you want to get that stack together, there's some good stuff you can buy. Well, I'm just going to do the Gold Eagles this morning. I mean, no, for you gold buyers, gold is a safer bet than silver. It always has been. It always will be. Here's a quarter Indian. You don't want that. Let's see. I mean, unless you're collecting that. Here is this a good seller? That is a 20 feedback seller. Now, we don't buy from 20 feedback sellers, guys. And here is a bigger seller and great feedback. And this is a proof quarter-ounce Gold Eagle. We'll do the math on that. Well, that won't be too hard to do. That would be about 30 bucks off. That would be about 10.80 on a proof Gold Eagle. You want to check it up at the dealer here. Proof quarter-ounce Gold Eagle. Best price on the internet is, can't buy it. Okay, never mind. I don't know, janky website they've got there. That looks like a good deal there. Let's do half-ounce Gold Eagle. Half-ounce Gold Eagle, don't get the jewelry grade. There is, right from a tube, there is a small seller. Don't want him. Here is a big seller. Good feedback, 1989 for a half-ounce Gold Eagle. That does not seem that cheap to me. I'm going to skip those. Let me go on to a full Gold Eagle. Now, we had a great price on a full Gold Eagle at one of the dealers. Now, you see here is, they're calling it an Eagle. It is an Eagle. And this is $38.50. Well, that's worth looking at, but it's in the Gold Eagle category, but it's only $9,675 gold. So $38.52, maybe he takes $3,800, maybe you get it out the door at $3,700, and that is extra fine. So compare that to the deal above, see if that's better if you want a pre-33 Gold Eagle. Oh, I didn't keep going. Wait a minute, I got to keep going here. Down to the Gold Eagles. Okay, burnished Gold Eagle, $38.91. What am I? You gonna get it a burnished Gold Eagle in the slab? Hold on, let's double check this. It's a good seller, good feedback. It's an MS70, first day of issue. Have I showed you this before? So $38.99, he'll take a best offer. You'll get 3% off. You'll be under spot on that burnished Gold Eagle. I don't know this seller. Gosh, that's pretty cheap. Hope it's authentic. Exactly shown. Okay, well, it's been authenticated by NGC. If that is really, really cheap, I would have somebody verify it. But that's a good deal as well. Boy, people are just dumping their gold. How about a Buffalo? And paying the fees as well. $39.19. Oh, $3,900. Zero feedback. You don't want that. $39.19 for a BU Gold Buffalo. We'll do the math on that. 3,919 times 0.97. The PayPal card is unlimited cash back, just so you know. 3801 over to the dealer. Buy it from the dealer if you want, but 3801 compared to dealer price. Oh, damn it. Hold on one second. Let me just go to bullion exchanges. Gold Buffalo. Yeah, I'd be careful buying from websites that are so janky they can't even stay up under high demand. Just be careful with these some of these newer companies. 39.24 for a Gold Buffalo. Oh, that's a 25. Let's get you a random date Gold Buffalo. 39.49. Well, people have bought them out of the random dates, I guess. I'm not going to keep looking for buffaloes, but you see, you could save like 150 bucks there on that buffalo potentially. Here's a $5 commemorative that may be off of some people's radar. Here's zero feedback seller. Don't want him. Two feedback. Don't want him. Don't want a Canadian. 952. Wow. I don't recall if that's a good price or not. 50 peso. Get them before they're gone. Just like the Krugerrands, the nice ones are going to go. 4714. Let's do the math on that. 4714 divided by 1.21 and change. 38.95 times 0.97. If you don't have a good credit card, get one, guys. Get one. Use them. 37.78 for a BU 50 peso. 37.78. And what is spot? I don't know. I can't recall. 37.84. So you'd be right around spot. And right now the dealers are selling the scruffy ones for that price. Get the nice one. And so eBay has not caught up yet to the dealer's tricks. Okay, and I got to do the Platinum multi-pack. You guys have been buying the hell out of these, and I think they're a good buy. At $14.28, you'll get 45 bucks off. You'll be at about $13.75 on these Platinum Eagles here. You know, you're going to have fractional platinum. When platinum hits 1800, you watch, these things are going to be selling for a fortune. FOMO is coming into the platinum market, in my humble opinion. Here's a 1 gram platinum bar, is 55 bucks. Do the math. You'll see this guy's making money already. If I want to get on to 1 ounce platinum, do I have 1 ounce platinum? Yeah, 1 ounce platinum noble. 1 ounce platinum noble is going for $12.29. That's a half ounce. That's probably half ounce. Here's a 1 ounce platinum noble in the slab. Why would you ever grade a platinum noble? Those things are completely generic. Yeah, maybe it's a low mintage. I don't know. But here we go. 14.50. Somebody is dumping their slabs. Don't buy slabs, guys. This will happen to you. But 14.50 times 0.97. You'll have an ounce of platinum for $14.06. I would probably ask this guy if he'd take less. Nobody wants platinum nobles in the slab, okay? If you collect platinum nobles in the slab, please tell me why you do. Maybe there's something I don't understand. But you can have $1,400 graded platinum here, authenticated platinum. That's a good buy as well. A pretty good buy, there's stuff in my eBay store. If you see anything you want to trade with me, let me know. I like to trade with channel members, or anybody actually. Let's see, and I gotta wrap it up here. Okay, there's the Amex card, 3% cash back. Oh, I completely forgot. So you know the cards I like: Amex, PayPal, Quicksilver, Saver Card from Capital One. All the links are on my website here. And if you buy something off eBay, I greatly appreciate if you click my link here, because that provides financial support to my channel and keeps me going and working for you for hours every single morning. But I completely forgot to show you the other thing I'm buying today. I'm actually doing some buying at the US Mint. And here we go. All right, and Silver Eagle. I wasn't going to buy these, and I'm not completely bought into the story of the closure of the San Francisco Mint because I haven't had time to research that personally. But this coin is coming out, and it could, and people say, and people believe that the San Francisco Mint is closing down. This will be the last San Francisco Mint proof Silver Eagle with a product limit of 110,000. Okay, and it's just a Silver Eagle, and it'll be beautiful, it'll be proof, and it may or may not have quality problems like so many of their coins do these days, but I think this will probably be worthy of your attention today at 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you're a US Mint collector, I would definitely get this. I will be buying this. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you. Thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here. Subscribe if you want to see it every day. Click that bell and share it with your friends who are paying too much for silver and gold. Thank you so much for tagging along, and boy, oh boy, have fun out there.